founder and reader-in-chief, Booksie. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Helen.
How are you doing this morning?
Doing very well.
Dare I say you're dressed like a librarian this morning?
Am I?
It's giving, easygoing, chill.
Yeah.
Is that the vibe?
That's the vibe.
That's the energy we're getting.
Yes.
But thank you for joining us, and thank you for agreeing to be on Womanpreneur. We want to learn more about your own specific business, but also any tips and tricks that can help budding womanpreneurs along the way. So I'll let you tell us about Booksie, about its inception, and reading. Is that your passion? Tell us about that.
Sure. So Booksie is an online children's bookshop, a Pan-African online children's bookshop. So we sell only African children's books for newborns to teenagers. And then we have a literacy center just about 10 minutes away from here in Northridge, where we teach children how to read. We host reading camps. We have one coming up next month. We host story time events, which is like a signature event of ours where an author or an adult who really enjoys reading with children would come and read with our book club. And then we do anything that's related to literacy. After this, I'm going for a baby and toddler story time, which is for about 9 children, about 9 months to 3 years old, just introducing them to books and letting them fall in love with books from a very young age. We want to catch them young, basically. Yes. And you asked, is it a passion of mine? Yes. I have been a bookworm since for as long as I can remember. I can even remember lines from the first book I learned how to read. I chewed it.
What book was that?
It had a rabbit in it, but I
Okay.
remember the first few pages. Yeah. I can't remember the title, but I can remember the lines from the first few pages.
Amazing stuff.
Yes, I've been a bookworm for a very, very long time. Yeah.
And what did you study in school?
Okay, so I studied economics and journalism. Yes, so I went to school in the US where I could combine any subjects I wanted. So I did a major in economics and a minor in journalism. Yeah.
And with regards to Booksie, how long has this been in existence? And, getting it off the ground, first you have an idea. You might tell a few people about it. Sometimes you're encouraged. Sometimes, the encouragement isn't quite forthcoming. What was it like? And also, importantly, with this type of business, talk us through funding. It's a question I ask all my womanpreneurs. Did the funding come from, your own savings, the bank? I'm yet to hear that one. Or support from family and friends?
Sure. So first one is, how long have we been in business? In November will be 5. So it's been going on since November 2018. And in terms of the inception, so I basically, for a year, I worked at the Meltwater Entrepreneurial School of Technology in East Legon. It's a tech school, a school that's hoping to raise the next generation of big software entrepreneurs for Africa. And so I think whilst I was there, I was teaching communications. I've always had the entrepreneurship bug, but seeing them putting together companies, targeted towards different kinds of software, gingered me a lot. And so after working with them for a year, I just decided to go ahead and do something that brought my two passions of working with children and books together. And that's what started Booksie. And it's been a bit of a roller coaster, but a good kind of roller coaster. Started with my own savings, and my parents were very nice enough to also back me up with funding, paid our rent for the first year.
That's amazing. So your parents supported by paying the rent?
Yes, my parents.
For the first year.
The first year, yes.
God bless all the moms and dads who buy into our crazy dreams and support all the way, especially with money, because without the Noko fuel, things are hard.
Yeah.
And speaking of mums, am I right in connecting the dots?
Yes, you are right.
Okay. We were having this debate off air. Well, it's confirmed. She's about to be a very busy lady, newly appointed CJ.
Yes.
Well, God bless mommy
That's where the reading bug came from.
The reading bug came from, for the support and getting this off the ground, and also a big congrats to her as well on this new adventure. Now, the model is you stock the books, you sell these books. Why the focus on Pan-African writers?
Because I am very passionate about the continent. I mean, we have our issues, we have our problems, but I think there's so much potential and there's so much beauty here. And I found, as a reader growing up, I found that maybe for every 10 books that I picked up, 7 of them would be non-Ghanaian, non-African. I still enjoyed them. I learnt about other places. I mean, a lot of us growing up in the 90s who were bookworms were reading Sweet Valley High and Babysitter's Club.
That's right.
Guru. Then you would come across the Paysetters series or the Jaws series, which was fun. But I think that it's very important for children from when they're young to, yes, it's good for them to be exposed to the world, but to also see things that have their images in them. So to encounter characters that look like them, speak like them, have experiences that look like this. It's just affirming for you and helps with your identity. I mean, we've come across some parents who have said their children don't think that they are like beautiful because they are dark skinned, and so then they are looking for something that affirms the child and makes them know that like everything about them is valid. As Lupita Nyong'o said, your dreams are valid and your experiences are valid. So that's why there's that focus on Pan-African books. Yeah.
And what is the reception like when you introduce these young ones to these writers, to these books? Do they enjoy it? Are they picking lessons from it? Is it rewarding to introduce them to these sorts of books?
Yes. They do enjoy it. If they encounter like a name or something that sounds like something they're familiar with, they happily point that out and it's relatable. And when children start learning to read, most of the time it's good for them to be able to like encounter words that are familiar to them, or words that portray things that are around them easily, because that relatability helps in just understanding what they are reading. So I think that it's been a good choice to make. It's a bit hard, especially because you are trying to, it's very niche, basically. It's very, very niche. And so stocking books, because we're in Ghana, most of our books that we stock are from Ghanaian publishers.
Right.
But then we bring some from outside, like from countries around the continent. And then even those who are in the diaspora who have written, we sell their books as well. But it's been a good reception. Yeah.
And that was going to be my next question, the pitfalls in this type of business. What are some of the other challenges that you face? And do you think there are any unique challenges that you encounter because you're a woman in business?
In terms of pitfalls, I mean, one of the biggest challenges is just continuously having the funds to stock books, inventory, to keep inventory running, especially the one that's coming from outside the country. For the last year and a half, where we've had currency problems, forex problems,
right.
The cost of books that we sell has gone really, really high. And so that's made like it's been a challenge. We've had to, at different points in time, just pause on taking books that come from outside, because when you price them, it's just so high. So that's been a bit of a challenge. And then just moving the logistics of like moving things from outside Ghana into here, because that can be pricey sometimes as well. But I honestly don't think I've run into any problems that have been because of my gender. No. Yeah, not because I'm a woman in business, no.
Now, the Booksie's holiday reading camp, tell us about that. I'm on the Instagram page, and I see it's for children aged between 3 to 12 years. How do parents get involved in this? I know there's something coming up from July to August. Tell us about it.
Sure. So this is one of our fun activities that children love. It's for 7 weeks, from the 10th of July until the 25th of August. And over those 7 weeks, we are reading, we're writing, we're doing lots of arts and crafts projects, we're dancing. This year, we've brought in theater. and we'll also do public speaking. We've teamed up with an organization that does public speaking and debating with young children, and so these are the activities that we're going to be doing. It's not going to be in our center in Northridge, because where we are currently, unfortunately, does not allow us to do a lot of outdoor activities, and so it's going to be in the Bachona area, Community 18.
Okay.
It will be Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. And there are different pricing points for parents, so they can do the full camp, because schools are still adjusting their calendars, repercussions of COVID-19 and being closed, and so they're vacating at different points in time. And so whatever your child gets out of school, you can still bring them so far as the camp is going on. But it's a lot and lots of fun. And one of the things I love about it is that our readers make new friendships, and then they stay in touch after the camp. It's really good.
I think that's a wonderful idea, especially for parents who are thinking about what to do to engage their children throughout the long vacation, the long break. You don't want them sat behind the consoles and the TVs and the tablets and the smartphones all holiday long. This is something that is definitely going to enrich them. So there's going to be reading, creative writing, public speaking, some dancing, some drama, arts and crafts. I want to even come. Is there an adult Booksie holiday reading camp? I would gladly indulge. And you say this time it's happening in the Bachona Spintex area. Do head over to My Booksie Box. That's the Instagram name, My Booksie Box. Parents, go and check it out. I think this is a wonderful way to engage the children, keep them out of trouble. Well, time check. It is some 3 minutes to the top of the hour. This is Womanpreneur on 3FM Sunrise on 3FM 92.7. Edem Torkornoo is the founder and reader-in-chief of Booksie, doing some wonderful things to enrich the minds of our young ones. We talked about some of the challenges. I know the publishers these days say it's very expensive even to get the books out. The cost of printing has skyrocketed, and you say you feel the ripple effect of that on the business. Well, we're hoping things start to improve, because learning really and reading is the gateway to a lot of things. I wish I read more. I used to read all the time as a young one. So we're waiting for Booksie Adult Edition, Adult Reading Camp. We'll talk off air, Edem. I have some few ideas to get us older ones also involved. But I know for now the focus is on the young ones. But do plug the socials again so we know where to find you, how to find you, and how to get involved in all the wonderful work you're doing.
Sure thing. So we are on Instagram, we are on Twitter and Facebook as My Booksie Box, so MY, and Booksie is BOOKSIE Box. So when you search that, will come up. Our website is also mybooksiebox.com, and you can buy books from there. You can also stop by our literacy center in Northridge to buy books if you would like to. And then can I give my phone number?
Go for it.
Okay, so you can call us on 024-131-6433. Again, it's 024-131-6433.
Amazing stuff. Edem, thank you so much. Definitely go and check them out. I've been on the Instagram page all morning, My Booksie Box. Also on the other socials, on Twitter and on Facebook. Girls wanna have fun. And what a morning it has been. It is great to be back with you all. Thank you so much for the warm welcome. A big thank you also to the team. We're saying adios, au revoir, and goodbye. Tomorrow we're back again, 5:55 a.m. sharp. Do make a date with us. Girls wanna have fun. My name is Helen Apia Ampofo. Crosby Nobelanen is standing by now for the news at 10. We'll see you tomorrow.
Womenpreneur on Sunrise.